So today we're going to look at how to download and install LibreOffice, and we are on Windows 11. So if you go into your search bar and type LibreOffice, all one word, and press enter, accept the cookies, and then the website you're looking for is LibreOffice.org. That is the official website. So if you click onto the LibreOffice website, on the first page that you land on, you will notice that version 7.4 of LibreOffice is out now. If you click the green download now button, it will take you to this download page. And if we scroll down a little, you will see that LibreOffice 7.4.0 is out as a kind of pre-release. So if you're a technology enthusiast, early adopter, or power user, this version is for you. If you want the latest stable version, which might not have newest features, but will probably be a lot more consistent in how it responds, there's a lot more thoroughly tested, then you'll want LibreOffice 7.3.5. So the first thing you have to do is choose your operating system. It should auto-select it, so it's selected Windows 64-bit here for us. There is a 32-bit version as well as Mac OS versions and Linux versions. If we click on the download button now, it will take us to this page and it will start downloading. The download itself is 332 megabytes, so it's actually not that large considering that it's the full Office suite. It is much smaller than, for example, Microsoft Office. And if you do want the built-in help, then you have to download that separately. It's a smaller 2.3 megabyte download. But if you click on that one as well, then it will download a separate install package, which is only a couple of megabytes, so it downloads really quickly, and that can be installed after you've installed the main install file for LibreOffice. It should only take a couple of minutes to download, and then we will be back. So once the download is finished now, we can click once on that and it will open the install file. It will prepare it very fast. So we're installing 7.3.5.2, which is the latest stable version. If we then click on the next button, you can choose type of setup, either typical, which will use the default settings, or you can select custom, so you can choose individual features. So we'll have a look at the individual features that we could pick. So there are optional components, dictionaries. It won't install them all by default. It will install some of the common ones like English and French. You can select your languages by clicking on there to either install it onto the local drive or to say that it won't be available. If you want to install all the dictionaries, then you can just go into dictionary at the top and put this feature and all sub features to be installed on the local drive. Same goes for any other options. Everything's installed by default apart from the ActiveX control, which is pretty redundant now for most people. And user interface languages, again, some defaults will be put in English because we've selected that. But mostly, the defaults will be fine. It'll install to Program Files LibreOffice, which again is fine. And then once you click on the next button, you will get file types. So if you have Office installed on the system, then the file types for things like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Visio documents will all be associated with Microsoft Office. If you want them to, when you double click these documents, for them to open directly in LibreOffice, then you just need to check the box next to them. So if you check next to Microsoft Word documents, when you double click on a Word document, it will open it in LibreOffice by default. And the same for the other ones. If you leave them unchecked, then you would have to open LibreOffice first and then go File and Open from there. So if you're just trying out LibreOffice, then you probably don't want this to happen. You can always associate them at a later date. So we're going to leave them unchecked at the moment and click Next. Then you can select whether you want an icon created on the desktop or not, and whether you want to load LibreOffice 7.3.5.2 during system startup. If you check that, what it will mean is it will load the core files for LibreOffice when the computer is started up, and therefore when you open documents, they will open up faster. If you leave that unchecked, what will happen is the first time you load up a document after starting up your computer, it will load more slowly. So it is personal preference whether you want to do that. If you frequently use LibreOffice documents, then what you'll want to do is leave that checked, because you'll get the most benefit out of it, albeit the system startup will be a bit slower. So that is something to consider. We'll leave it unchecked for now, and then we'll click on Install. So user access control will come up. We'll click yes on that, and then it will very quickly start copying new files. There is no additional download to do once you have downloaded the install file, so you aren't waiting for any additional downloads here, and it will copy all the new files to the relevant location. It will probably take no more than a few minutes. on a standard Office machine. Once the install is finished, you'll get this message saying installation wizard completed, successfully installed. Click finish to exit the wizard. And once you click finish, that's it. It's installed on the computer, but it won't automatically start up. To then start LibreOffice, if we click on the start button, and then if we start typing in there, LibreOffice, what you'll notice is we've got lots of different apps now. So we've got LibreOffice, LibreOffice Calc, Draw, Base, Math, Impress, or Safe Mode. Safe Mode we can do at the moment, that you only need to use if you're having problems. But if we click on the main LibreOffice app, it will start up the main center for LibreOffice. And what you can do is you can open files, say you go to recent documents. We've not got any recent documents because we only just installed it. Or you can create different documents and this will open up the different applications. So Writer is in effect the Microsoft Word equivalent. Calc is the Microsoft Excel equivalent. Impress is the Microsoft PowerPoint equivalent. Base is the Microsoft Access equivalent. And then we've got a couple of extra tools for drawing and math formulas. So for example, if we click on the Writer document now, it will create a new Word document for us in effect. And that's it. LibreOffice is fully installed now. Hope that helps. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more tech videos. We will see you shortly. Take care.